So, dear students, we are going to start corrosion and its control methods. Corrosion has been defined as a destructive chemical and electrochemical reaction of a metal with its environment, like oxygen, moisture, carbon dioxide, etc., which disfigures metallic products, leading to reduction in their thickness and causes loss of useful properties such as malleability, ductility, conductivity, and optical refractivity, except for few metals such as gold, platinum. Okay. Typical examples of corrosion: rusting of iron due to formation of hydrated ferric oxide, tarnishing of silver wares in hydrogen sulfide laden air due to formation of sulfide layers. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, corrosion is a deterioration of a metal in presence of a corrosive environment. What is corrosion? Deterioration of a metal in presence of a corrosive environment. So what are the causes of corrosion? Why corrosion takes place? Why a metal corrode? Why does a metal corrode? We know that metals are electropositive in nature, except few metals like gold, platinum. Other metals are found in nature as their compounds. The metals, they are found in their compounds such as oxides, hydroxides, carbonates, chlorides, sulfides, phosphates, silicates, etc., which are called ores. From ores, when these ores are refined, we get pure metal. Everybody knows. Thus, metals are obtained by extraction from their ores by reduction process. In nature, when metals exist as their compounds, when they are present in their compounds, in the compound form, they are stable. Their potential energy is low, and their potential energy is low and they are stable when they are present in their compound form. However, during extraction of metals from their ores, free metals become less stable and are in the higher energy state than in the ionic state. So when metals, they are present in pure form, they are less stable and they have high potential energy. Understood? So metals have a tendency to get back to the ionic state, and hence metal atoms are prone to get attacked by environment. So they go back to their initial state, or they try to go back to their initial state. This is the main reason for corrosion of metals. As we can see, minerals or ores, from minerals or ores, the metal is extracted. And when metal gets corroded, corrosion product is formed. Now, types of corrosion: dry or chemical corrosion, wet or electrochemical corrosion. There are two types of corrosion. First one is dry or chemical corrosion. Second one is wet or electrochemical corrosion. So, what is dry corrosion or chemical corrosion? Dry corrosion involves direct chemical attack of atmospheric gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, halogen, moisture, and inorganic acid vapors on metal. For example, tarnishing of silverwares in hydrogen sulfide laden air. When when silver is present in atmosphere, hydrogen sulfide attacks and it gets tarnished. It is a simple example of dry corrosion or chemical corrosion. The second one is electrochemical corrosion or wet corrosion. It occurs due to setting up of a large number of tiny galvanic cells in metals in presence of an impurity as well as presence of moisture. So what is electrochemical corrosion or wet corrosion? It occurs due to setting up of a large number of tiny galvanic cells in metals in presence of an impurity as well as in presence of moisture. Generally, impurity act as anode and original metal act as cathode. So anode is the area where corrosion occurs, because we know that at anode oxidation takes place and at cathode reduction takes place. Example is rusting of iron in moist atmosphere. Dry or chemical corrosion. First, we'll discuss about dry or chemical corrosion. It occurs due to direct chemical reaction of atmospheric gases or due to molten metal in contact with metal surface. In dry or chemical corrosion also, there are few types: oxidation corrosion, corrosion by gases, and liquid metal corrosion. But we are only concerned with oxidation corrosion. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So types of dry corrosion. Hello? Types of dry corrosion.
Sir, send PDF, sir, before.
I'll send you after this online class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay, types of dry corrosion. In this, first we'll discuss about oxidation corrosion. Oxidation corrosion occurs due to direct chemical reaction of atmospheric oxygen with metal surface, forming metal oxide. So when metal comes in contact with the oxygen, and when there is no moisture or there is no water, it forms a metal oxide. There is absence of moisture. And this dry corrosion, it increases with increase in temperature. We'll discuss about its mechanism. We can see on exposure to atmosphere, metal gets oxidized to form metal ions. Simple reaction is given. The metal undergoes oxidation to form metal ions. Okay. These electrons lost by metal ions are taken up by oxygen to form oxide ions. Metal, oxygen gets these two electrons and forms oxygen ions or oxide ions. So nature of metal oxide layer, types of layers. Stable layer. Stable layer is formed on aluminum, lead, copper, or tin. Unstable layer. Unstable layer is formed on silver, gold, platinum. Hello? Volatile layer. Volatile layer is formed on molybdenum. And porous layer. Porous layer is formed on alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Pilling Bedworth rule. This is also important. Pilling Bedworth rule. Pilling Bedworth rule, a protective and non-porous metal oxide layer has volume equal to or greater than the volume of metal from which it is formed. I'll repeat it again. A protective and non-porous metal oxide layer has volume equal to or greater than the volume of metal from which it is formed. A non-protective and porous metal oxide layer has volume lesser than the volume of metal from which it is formed. So specific volume ratio is equal to volume of oxide formed and volume of metal. This time, now we'll discuss about wet or electrochemical corrosion. So wet or electrochemical corrosion, it occurs when a metal is in contact with moisture or moist air or any liquid medium. So what is wet or electrochemical corrosion? It occurs when a metal is in contact with moist air or any liquid medium. When two different metals are partially immersed in a solution. It also occurs when two different metals are partially immersed in a solution. Chemically non-uniform surfaces of metals behave like electrochemical cells. So they form galvanic cells. They behave like electrochemical cells in the presence of water containing dissolved oxygen and carbon dioxide. It always occurs at anodic areas. So because we know that at anode oxidation takes place. So we'll discuss about the mechanism. The mechanism involves oxidation reduction or redox reaction process. Depending on the nature of corroding environment, electrons released at anode are consumed at the cathodic area by two ways. First one is evolution of hydrogen, and second one is absorption of oxygen. There are two types: evolution of hydrogen, absorption of oxygen. See here. The first one, mechanism of corrosion by hydrogen evolution. You can see here, this is the metal surface. This is the metal surface. And this is the corroding environment. This one is the corroding environment. And this small area is anodic part, small cathodic part, small area. And this one is large anodic area. Suppose the metal is iron. So iron undergoes oxidation to form ferrous ions. the iron undergoes oxidation to form ferrous ions. So what happens at anode? The metal forms metal ions, or the iron, it will undergo oxidation to form ferrous ions. At cathode, what happens? The environment is acidic in nature. So this, because the environment is acidic in nature, the hydrogen ions, they accept these electrons, okay, and they form hydrogen gas. So that is why it is called hydrogen evolution. That is why it is called hydrogen evolution. Hydrogen gas is formed. The second one, corrosion by oxygen absorption. The atmospheric oxygen is absorbed. What happens? The atmospheric oxygen is absorbed. See, this is again a metal. At the metal, there is a small, very thin protective oxide layer. Whenever there is a crack on this layer, it becomes an anodic area, and rest of the area becomes cathodic. This crack developed on the metal surface, it acts as anode, and rest of the area becomes cathode. So at anode, what happens? The iron will undergo oxidation to form ferrous ion, and these electrons will travel from anode to cathode. These electrons generated at anode will travel to the cathodic area. At cathode, the atmospheric oxygen, it takes up these electrons generated at the anodic area, and in presence of water, it forms hydroxyl ion. It forms hydroxyl ion, which is known as reduction. So the atmospheric oxygen is absorbed to form the corrosion product. We can see here with an example, rusting of iron. Iron undergoes oxidation to form ferrous ions, and oxygen, atmospheric oxygen, takes up these electrons. In presence of water, it forms hydroxyl ions. Again, these hydroxyl ions react with ferrous ion to form ferrous hydroxide. Again, ferrous hydroxide and in presence of oxygen forms ferric hydroxide, and it forms the corrosion product. Arna, charge. Types of corrosion. Our next topic is types of corrosion. इसको कैसे करेंगे, ऊपर ले जाएंगे कैसे, ये जो नीचे बाहर आ रहा है. See, waiting room. Okay. Types of corrosion. This first one is galvanic corrosion. In types of corrosion, the first one is galvanic corrosion. In galvanic corrosion, when two different metals are present in contact with each other in conducting medium. We'll take one example. You can see here, there is one metal is aluminum, the other one is copper, and both are connected with each other. So according to electrochemical series, aluminum is more active than copper. So when aluminum is more active than copper, the aluminum will become as anode and copper will act as cathode. So oxidation will take place at anode and copper, and reduction will take place at cathode or copper. Concentration cell corrosion or differential aeration corrosion. Concentration cell corrosion or differential aeration corrosion. Concentration cell corrosion. It occurs due to difference in potential between differently aerated areas. Parts of metal exposed to air is more oxygenated. Parts of metal exposed to air is more oxygenated part and acts as cathode. Parts of metal immersed in electrolyte is poorly oxygenated and it acts as anode. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Krishna Chaitanya. Hello?
Bye bye.
Listen,
Okay, sir.
it is being recorded and the students who are writing on this during this session, I'll mark their absent. I'll mark their absent. Remember this. So concentration cell corrosion or differential aeration corrosion. Suppose there is a metal rod. If we dip the metal rod in water, if the metal rod is dipped in water, so the portion of the metal which is above the water level, it is highly oxygenated or it is more oxygenated. So it will act as cathode and the metal which is present in the water or which is immersed in water, it will act as anode and the oxidation will take place at this anodic area. So this type of differential is known as differential corrosion is known as differential aeration corrosion. Waterline corrosion. In waterline corrosion, at our houses, at our home, we might have seen, if you have a steel vessel, if you keep water inside this steel vessel, if you keep water inside this steel vessel, what happens just above the meniscus, water meniscus, just above the water meniscus, you can see here, just above the water meniscus, the metal is highly oxygenated, which acts as cathodic part, and it is protected from corrosion. And just below the water meniscus, the metal is poorly oxygenated. The metal is poorly oxygenated and it acts as anode. because it acts as anode, it gets corroded. So this is known as waterline corrosion. So it keeps on, it makes a line, a circular line, and it gets on, keep on getting corroded, and it makes a circular water line, which is known as water line. Pitting corrosion. Pitting corrosion is same as hydrogen oxygen absorption corrosion or wet chemical corrosion. It is formed as a result of pit and cavities formed on the metal surface. You can see this is there is a crack on the metal surface. Because of this crack, it acts as anodic part, and the rest of the area will act as cathode. So this anodic part, because of this pit formation or because of this cavity, it gets corroded and it forms a larger pit. And the corrosion product is deposited here in between the two cathodic areas. So it is a pit corrosion or pitting corrosion. You can see here, there is an image also, pitting corrosion. Okay, we have finished for today's session. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Hello? Hello? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, you can ask. Who is writing?
Don't know, sir.
Jeevan. Jeevan is writing.
సార్ సార్ నేను కాదు సార్ ఎవడో నా పేరు దానిలో చూడండి నా రోల్ నెంబర్ 452 వాడు ఎవడో జీవనం సేవ్ చేసుకోండి ఏం చేస్తాం సార్ అన్ని
Who is writing?
డోంట్ నో సార్
Krishna Chaitanya.
It's not Krishna Chaitanya, sir. Lakshmi Chaitanya.
Lakshmi Chaitanya.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
అరే రాష్ట్రంలో
No,
డబ్బులు వచ్చారు రే
So I'll send this recording as well as the PPT to you.
Okay, sir.
This recording and PPT.
Sir, we
Okay,
have to
sir.
write in a notes, sir.
No notes, as whatever is being directed by HOD madam. I'll give you assignment questions.
వెన్ సార్
I'll speak to HOD madam. So whatever assignment questions she is giving, I'll give the same assignment question.
సబ్మిట్ ఇన్ ఆన్లైన్ సార్ అసైన్మెంట్స్
We'll see online submission or what.
ఓకే సార్
Okay.
Sir, we need corrosion notes, sir.
Corrosion, actually, all the notes are present in my cabin. You know, so I'll send you PPTs and this video also.
Okay, sir.
Oh.
मैं डॉक्टर अभी